in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like
It's a pretty frigid December day in our nation's capital. We got our space heaters on full blast up in the booth at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. K.J. Hamler returning it. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Baker throwing to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Back to Nwangu again on first down.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ready?
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yellow, 22.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Drop deep, 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this. Tight dog.
Here's Lance to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing now is Lance. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check it back.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Let's go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
52 blaster. Flight blue.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Baker. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run now for Nwangu. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Baker. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Baker now on 1st down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, Baker. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Handoff here to Nwangu. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
To throw is Baker. Throwing on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time, it's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Down, 50, green.
Lance now on first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a throw here to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On play action, Lance
Steps away.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down. Here's Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance
rolling to his left. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now Baker throwing to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Baker trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Back to throw. Baker over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From midfield, here's Lance. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, the defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Right where where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Now Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here's Baker throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
52 blaster.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This is taken around the 12. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Baker. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Give left side here for Nwangu. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Going right back to Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, man. 50 Fury.
Again, it's Taylor.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Washington on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike, 45. Let's go.
Mike, 60.
The Lance now to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really need to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Go. Ready, go.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
You'll forgive me if I get excited about what we just saw there, won't you? I know I'm supposed to be neutral here, but those were terrific plays back-to-back defensively. They know what the mission is. They've got to force a punt here if they want to have a chance to win the game.
They absolutely do. Steps 1 and 2 done. Now they need this 3rd step.
To throw, it's Lance.
Complete. Smith has it. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
Flush to his right.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
Again, it'll be Taylor, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor
with career touchdown number 174, just 1 shy of Emmitt Smith in 2nd place.
And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here comes the blitz, and he looked to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun. Baker got a man. It's Patterson, complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. In motion, Patterson. Out of the gun now on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they certainly brought their A-game, didn't they? They weren't fooled by anything that was presented to them from start to finish. That defense, they might as well have told their offense, guys, just kick a field goal. We got it today.
So for Washington, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give us some. Times I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, this way quite nuclear. Amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a Renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm aiming them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in the year. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, I write my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes. You can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world. I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah. Crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to turn it up. I need all my...
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of...
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's second down. The Eagles hit 11-1 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Quez Watkins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Pickett now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go right back to Singletary. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw, Pickett.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Quinnen Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Singletary going to get the handoff.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Devin Singletary with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles, is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Tanner. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Tanner. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Tyquan Thornton.
52 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller. In this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because went to his primary read. He recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out.
And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett, that's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. They wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Back to throw. Tanner is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2 and definitely not playing the check down game.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Nwangu. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On first and 10, it's Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on second and 14.
Pickett. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Pickett back to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
Touchdown, Giants! Devin Singletary. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan.
Touchdown, Eagles! Quez Watkins with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
Room here to run. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards on the ground. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Pickett. This will be caught at about the 6.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Pickett.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Kyle Pitts.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And all the celebration, pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Tanner. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Off Play action. Tanner. To Patterson, who brings it in across the middle. Touchdown! A great effort there. 41 yards as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Reynolds here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Off play action. Pickett. Right back to Pitts again.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Pickett.
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Singletary. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive. Tanner. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake.
Tanner sliding out of the pocket. He gets this to Thornton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Tanner. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And it's the Cowboys who are out in front. A couple of touchdowns there for Cam Akers. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And that game all tied up with the visiting LA Chargers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Holmes going to opt against